Greetings, my name is Keisha and I'm coming to you from South Florida Zone 11. It is intermittently raining out here today, but I really want to get some stuff done because it's not as hot. Hold on one second.
In the garden we breathe all the flowers in line. Sunshine woman called souls, feeling peaceful and fine.
I want to get up some things out of my garden because I'm tired of seeing them down on the ground, and zip up my tool bag here. I want to put up this other piece of lattice that I've had down the ground now for a while. I had to pull up one of my trellises because of one of the storms, it fell over. And I bought a piece of lattice to go for it and never used it. Mostly because it's just been too hot to be bothered with it. And I also want to cut one of my plants down. And I really want to also, I need to harvest some okra. And I want to get maybe a couple herbs out of the garden. Just because I don't want my things to go to flower out here. So let's just kind of see what I can get done before the weather gets to be too bad. I kind of just want to keep cleaning up a little bit so I'm ready for my fall garden. So before I can plant out my fall things, I need to first get it to a walkable, usable space, because there are some things that just overgrown a lot. So let's just get started. So one of the first things I did was I staked up my eggplant that is here. I need some more twine, but I did get my stakes in the ground. I just used a mallet and just hammer them down in there. That way my other plants back here can also get some light. I got them up off the ground. I had a cucumber vine that was growing down onto the ground. There's still more cucumber down there. So I think for now it's gonna stay. But I did move a trellis from the back, the bleach trellis right here. So I added it to this bin. I don't know what I'm going to grow on it yet, but if I decide to grow something on it, it's already in place. So I just have like 3 oblique trellises on this side now. So one in the back, then one in the middle by that chair, and then one right here. These are like oblique trellis pieces that you have like put together. It's not a steel one. Oh, there's some rain coming back. And as you can see with this one right here in the middle, it's coming apart, and I've had that issue with quite a few of them. They are useful, but they've been out here for a year and like a month straight, so maybe it's just too much for them. I don't really know. Some of them have started to kind of rust and break. I think like 2 of them have done that, and the other ones just really weren't hardy enough for my tomatoes because they got to be so big. And so I've been resorting to doing this, like a wooden frame. Seems to be holding up better. So I want to try to stand that frame right there back up. And then this frame here, I want to put this lattice that I have down here onto it. I'll pick up my cucumber plant that's over here and kind of just throw it in there. This right here is like a cucumber melon or some other Caribbean type herb. I think it's called cerasee. I'm not sure which one this is. This might be the cerasee. I'm not going to use it, but you can use it in a tea. People I know who use it for when they're sick in the Bahamas. She's Bahamian, and she uses this cerasee for her teas when she gets a cold. I'm just going to throw mine over here for composting. Okay, and the rain's getting stronger. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. I'm going to just cut it in half, straight down the middle. Then I'm going to put it onto this frame. I'm not going to do more than that. And I have to turn it off because it is raining. Okay, so I'm back outside. You probably cannot see this down here. I can't move this bin too much right now. It's heavy. I had to put water from here inside. So I had this bin underneath this table for a very long time. The running started back and it just stopped. And I was trying to get this done really quickly, but I do want to show you how to quickly start a compost bin for inexpensive. So this particular bin here, there are 2 bins here. Pull it out. Now, going to go ahead on and take them apart. I can get it out. Let's see. The bin on top has water inside of it. It makes it kind of difficult. Pour inside this bin right here. That was not in the game plan, but it's out. There's still water on the bottom. This right here, I bought it and made it to hold water as a rain barrel. I have my mesh on top here. It was all working out until I started messing with it. Okay, so these things were actually inside of my container. I'm putting it up on top of my sweet potatoes. My sweet potatoes for right now. This right here I had out here to like help with mosquitoes. It actually did work. It's like air freshen the air while I was out here, but it's a whole different topic. So in this bin, I think I'm gonna use this one right here. There's more water in here. Let's see what they do. Oh yeah. Whew. I already had a shower. Put them to another shower, but I was not expecting all this water. I didn't know it was just holding water like this. And I have 4 of these bins. I think they all have water inside of them. Because I had holes, you know, on the lids. But I had them underneath the table, but they were still getting water inside of them. More than I thought that they would. But it's okay. I didn't put holes in the very bottom because I wanted to help trap some of the moisture for my composting. What I'm going to do, I probably will, maybe I add like 1 or 2 holes in the bottom, but they do have holes on the side of the bins as well as on the top. Now on the top, as you can see, I have a ton of holes all on the top. That way it would get oxygen. And there are holes. I think this bin right here, it has a couple. I think this bin right here may have actually been used to hold items inside of. I did have like some mesh cloth inside. And I think this one has more holes. It was probably my original composting bin when I first started this particular method. I liked it because these bins, they hold more than what like some of my bags hold. But there are mosquitoes everywhere now. They were clearly living in there and breeding in there. But I do want to take up some of these half bags of dirt that I have around here. I have a half a bag of mushroom compost. I have a half a bag of garden soil. I'm gonna dump it into here so I only have 1 bin. And as the other one, I'm gonna put it, I think, back up underneath. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. I'm gonna leave this bin over here for now. I have to come back out here and like rearrange all of the stuff. This bin is now too heavy to put on top of the table, but I'm gonna put this bin back on the ground under the table. I'm gonna do that with this one. Put it underneath the table. This is my top. My table is sitting up on something else, so it's crooked back here. It's fine for now. I'm gonna put this bin with all of this water on top of the table as well. Okay, my water container here. These were containers I had saved. I put them back inside. I'll move my water over here somewhere if I can move it. I need to be able to open up my door to get back here. Should have had on sleeves for this particular project now I think about it. But it was a last minute idea. We'll see something. Okay, I can squeeze the bin back here for now. All right, I put this stuff back in here. I'll have to see that there's dirt in here. I'm empty all this dirt into this bin. This is trash. That can be composted. Okay, so that's all down in there. So now inside this bin, I'm going to load it up with my mushroom compost first, just because I have it first. I'm going to put it down here inside of the bin. What I'm trying to do is attract worms. They can come in on the side of the bin. And these stuff are still all decomposed. All right, I'll put this back into the trash can. And I'm going to also put in some fresh leaves that I have. I'm gonna put all of this right here. For now, it's all gonna go inside of there. This smells so bad, y'all. Like, that water smells so bad. It was definitely anaerobic. But I'll use up that water very soon I will use that water to fertilize my yard. While I'm walking by, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stake up my plant. This is an eggplant that I planted back here months ago, and my stakes fell. Okay, there we go. That's all staked up. You can see that down here, my black bean plants are doing very well. My mint that I planted with you all a while ago is still living as well. It's doing well down there. My okra plant that I put over here is finally putting on its first piece of okra. And whew, that's it for now, but it's looking really good. Okay, so back here, I've been working on taking up my old trellis that was here, and the one that was overhead. I hauled up my tomatoes back in the spring because it was actually aiding iguanas to getting into my bed. They were climbing my bushes and then climbing over to the trellis, then jumping. It was a whole thing they figured out. So I'm letting all that go this time. I loved it, but clear off any possible spider webs here. Oh, got a big old spider. Let me go ahead and get this one right here up. Same process. I'm going to hold all that I don't want and just cut down inside of it and put into my bin. It's things like this that you put off doing because it looks like it's so much work. But once you actually do it, it's not that much work. Mosquitoes. And I think it's a double-edged sword because you know that you can do it quickly once you have time to do it. But you put off doing it because you're like, oh, I get to it later. But you see, that's done. There are a ton of like weeds in here that I need to pull up. I had ordered some seeds, and the seeds that I ordered are not what I got. So there's that, but what can you do? It happens. Okay, now this right here is callaloo, and this right here I'm going to cut down to make into a trellis. I'm going to do that today as well. If I want the callaloo plant up, I'm just going to cut it back completely with the same technique. Now these have tougher stems, but I'm gonna put them in my compost. The seeds aren't dry enough to germinate. It shouldn't be. So I may end up with a compost full of callaloo. We'll see what happens. Okay, so like that, my callaloo is in the bin, was cut down, and now it is in the bin. Okay, the bin is almost full. My orange is trying to live, y'all, but I don't know. It has one little orange. Where did orange come from? Oh, that's a new orange, I think. Yeah, I found a new little orange there. The other ones died. Maybe that's the same one that was there before. It just didn't die. It's getting bigger. All the other ones ended up dying. This particular plant, I don't know exactly what happened. I think it was in a bad spot, but it was a beautiful orange plant when I bought it. Beautiful orange plant. I don't think it had enough sun where it was, so we'll see. Maybe to come back, I may have to buy another one. I need some flowers for my hanging baskets. Uh-oh, did I cut back? I may have been cutting my, no, I didn't cut it. I didn't cut it. This right here is a sumo tangerine. I hear things croaking. I'm looking to see what's around. Okay, my tangerine is still doing okay. This is all lantana. And then this back here are some vertical planters that I have that are growing. Looks like more weeds than anything else. I add all this to my compost heap. Okay. That's another. Is that the same one? No, that's not the same one. Wait a minute now. I'm confused. Oh yeah, that's it. I have a little bit of callaloo right here. But these stems, I'm taking this all out. Take the whole stem out. Okay, y'all, so I got most of the weeds over here. Still just kind of working through it a little bit as I can. Just went downhill. I touched something that was gross and nasty and wet. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. That's all up. My bin is almost full again. That's fine. So I think I've got almost everything that I want to get out of here, minus some of these weeds down the front. My flowers are trying to come in. These purple things here are still growing in. My hope is that all of these kind of purples that you see here fill in along the whole path. That's what I want. And then I want to be able to put flowers and my citrus trees in between them, but I want these purple ones right here to have leaves like this. I want these to fill in the entire side. That's what I really want to happen, and they will spread. And I have more of them in the front that one day I probably just come out and just plant them in there to just help them spread faster, to take up all these weeds, because I'm tired of seeing these weeds back here. But the weeds are growing there faster than my purples are spreading. So that's what happens. When you have empty spaces, you will have weeds. Something will grow in that spot. And then up in here, same thing, where I have my old hanging baskets. They have weeds inside of them because there are no flowers inside. And yeah, so that is what is that. So I also have these stepping stones. So these were one of the stepping stones. I had like 3 stepping stones that were in my Well, I put down that outdoor rug over there, and so I put them over here, but I need to actually like pull back the rocks and the dirt that's over. It's a lot of rocks, and put them down inside because right now they're just sitting on top. So that is another day project. Not today, but that will be coming as well. I do want to go ahead on now, and I want to actually cut these two trellis. Well, they were closet hangers. I'm gonna cut them down to size, and I'm going to put them into my bed to use as a trellis. Let me grab my jigsaw for that. Okay, so I have this right here. This came out of our closet. The whole thing like just broke off. I just took it out. I'm going to just cut it randomly in the middle. I'm not gonna measure anything. Mosquitoes. I'm going to just cut it top and bottom, and then I'm going to cut out a few of these rungs in the middle so I can just hammer it into the ground. And I will come back later on and I will waterproof it. All right, that, and then right here. Like that. Now I'm gonna just take off some of these rungs that are in here as well. Y'all, these mosquitoes, it just rained and the mosquitoes are everywhere. Okay, let's see. So right here. I have to clean that up. I can put that inside as a trellis over on the side in the raised bed area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did about 9 of those. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're about to say, oh, I did really good on the height matchups. See, you do it enough, you kind of learn what will and will not work. Nope, it takes more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other side, same way. Pop them out. Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's so wet. It's popped out. Probably get the mallet and knock them out. Look at that. All that work for nothing. Need a trash can though. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that like this. I'm gonna put these over into the garden bed. All right. Okay, so that is all up. You can actually see the brick there now. See that dragonfly? This side, you can see the bricks there too. I need to clean the bricks off because they will be slick. If they are dark like this right here, they're dark like this, they're slick when it starts raining. I have to clean those off. I hammered in, or used my mallet, and I put those 2 pieces over here on this side. At some point, I'm going to go back and paint them. I just pull them out and paint them, but they are there. I don't need them right there for now, but at some point I'm going to, and at least they're not just hanging out. Okay, and my mulch, my compost, I went ahead and I threw in those greens I had, and I threw in a pack of soil I had on top, and I kind of sort of covered it as much as I could in there just to help break everything down. I do need some brown, so at some point I go in and I add some cardboard to this just to help it break down. So I have the greens, the browns, and then some compost already in there to help with the micronutrients and the microbials and to help attract worms to this bin. And I also have some coffee grounds inside that I will be bringing out probably tomorrow to just help put in here and then help keep down any smell that this may have, to help keep, you know, the smell down and also the flies away as well. So that's it. Just like that, you have your little compost bin.